Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, today I'm going to tell you about the space retention technique, right? It was widely useful in the memory techniques of brain, right? So this video was so much helpful to the persons who are preparing for the competitive exams and those who are preparing, those who are planned for the useful mini exams, right? Whether it may be school students or college students. I'm going to tell you 10 interesting facts about that, right? Okay, coming to the point. Always while you are reading a book or while you are reading anything, always the information will be converted to the brain through eyes. Okay, and it was stored in the short-term memory. We have two types of memory. The one is short-term memory, which is called as temporary memory, and the another one is long-term memory, which is also called as permanent memory. Daily we are reading the papers. Daily we are seeing many people. Daily we are seeing many contents around us. Okay, what happened? All the data will be stored in the short-term memory only, right? But we want to push to the long-term memory, means we have to give a proper revision or a recall or what to say revise the content regularly, then only it will convert to the long term memory. Okay, so brain always used to keep the content, but where is the problem is when you are trying to retrieve the data, it was not supposed to do so. That is the problem. So what we have to do is we have to make sure that retrieving the data from the brain should be more easy, right? So there is a famous scientist called a German psychologist called Hermann Ebbinghaus, right, who lived between 1815 to 1909, stated a very famous technique called as forgetting curve. Okay, so this forgetting curve of brain, which tells about how much data the brain will hold or remember for a particular time. Okay, so for that he stated a curve which states that, for example, if you read a 100% content, right, at morning 9 o'clock, just imagine if you are reading a page of content, it will be remembered at that time 100%. So what happened after 20 to 30 minutes, only 58% of the content will be remembered in your brain. What happened after 1 hour? Only 44% of the time only 44% of the content only remembered. After one day, only 33% of the data only remembered in your brain. After 1 week, almost you will forget almost 75%, only 25% of the data only remembered in your brain. So at the worst case, after the 21 days, less than 20% of the data only stored or only that can be remembered. Okay, so this is the statement of Mr. Hermann Ebbinghaus, a famous German psychologist, right? So in order to keep the content which you have studied for a longer time, what you guys have to do is you will have to give a proper revision or recall, or you have to keep on revising that. Okay, so that frequently you have to give it frequently, so that the content will be stored to your short term memory to your long term memory. Okay, right. So five revision methods. I am going to state you the two revision methods. The one is a five revision method. Okay, what you have to do is, if you are studying a content, if you are studying a chapter or a lesson, on first time you have to read it, and first second you have to read it for another after 30 minutes, which ensures that you are studied the full content. Okay, later on after one day you have to study the same content. So third time while you are doing, you are very aware about the content, so it will be remembered for a another good quality, right? Fourth time you have to check after a 1 week whether it was in or out. So after 1 week you have to give another try, so it will be remembered in your brain. The next time after 3 weeks, after 21 days, what you have to do, you have to read the same content, so that it will be slowly transferred from your short term memory to the long term memory. So for a safer side, I ask you guys to study one more time as a last time after 2 to 3 months only, roughly take it as 60 days, right? So what happened, just give to read that content, try to remember or recall that content, so that what happened, the content will be permanently stored in your brain. The data which you studied from the book will be converted into short term memory to long term memory, right? So this is the technique where the world famous toppers use, and none of them will reveal that. Okay, so if the memory is not a problem, the retrieving the data from the brain is the problem. By practicing this technique, you people can able to crack the exams very well. Okay, right? So this is also called as the space interval method, space retention technique, space repeated technique, a lot of names, but the content is the same actually, right? So you can to in order to increase the percentage of data to be remembered, you have to give a lot of revisions. So that is important, right? So it was more effective and efficient technique. In order to have a small add-on on that, you can use the mnemonic techniques, or you can use flashcards to in order to improve this techniques also. Okay, so today video is about this content. So I think hope you guys enjoyed this lot. So kindly for more updates, kindly like, share and comment the channel, and don't forget to subscribe. So thank you so very much.